Welcome to the Loose Lumiere channel. Oh my. I'm going to be doing your guidance for the rest of April. From the, 27th to the end of April. Yeah, I think I probably could have done 2 days, but I'm just going to do it in one go. Okay? I'll be back with your guidance. So far we have the moon. Great. And the star, which is nice. I like, this is nice. Yeah, that's nice. Lots of water. I will say that. A lot of water. Dark night. Unknown things. When you wish upon a star, there's no something who you are. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. The moon, is the moon a star or is it a moon? Is the moon a classification of a star? Did you do something on the full moon? Did you wish for something on the full moon? Excuse me, can I please? Girl, I'll do this off camera. Oh, it took a while. My arm hurts. Free yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. What else is new? Now, I want to say, when I said that, control isn't always this forceful, domineering thing, you know. Control, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm picking up observing energy. I'm still singing When You Wish Upon a Star in my mind. Everything looks different by moonlight. More significantly, we look at everything differently by moonlight. The dark waters of the unconscious cannot be navigated by reason or rationality. Your lunar awareness is heightened now. Hearken to your dreams and encourage them. Make a framework in your life that places importance upon sleep and the dream space. The moon calls forth your intuition and instinct, the white dog and the red dog, because they are things you need to know now that can only be known by moonlight. This crab, look at how angry this crab looks. Look at it. Why are you so mad, dog? Jeez. The star is a card of hope, even in the depths of despair. Come what may, the stars will keep shining. The ibis, and the acacia, girl, are both signs of healing bestowed by the gods. Whatever your beliefs are, renew your faith and trust. Your destiny is written in the stars, and indeed you yourself are made of stardust. She looks very serene. I have never seen her face this happy. Like, she's fucking content. And you know, I started these, it's really cute. I started these readings on the 12th, and I believe I mentioned the star at that point, so it's nice to end April with the star. To me, this says, even in the unknown, even in the darkness of the unknown, even in the uncertainty of not knowing what's coming, not knowing what's next, and not being able to really tell where your intuition is taking you, what it's really telling you, because sometimes you can feel, for instance, last year, there was a year when I thought, oh, I'm going to get married next year, and I just felt it. I was like, I'm going to get married next year. That's crazy. I told my friends, they were like, to who? This person? And I was like, I don't know, but I just feel it. What ended up happening wasn't that I was going to get married. What ended up happening was like my dark night and this whole shebang that happened. It wasn't marriage, but it was that. So sometimes you can get an inkling. Something is going to happen, and you think, using your mind or using whatever, that it's going to be this thing, but it's actually, something does happen, but it's something else. And that's what the moon is, sort of that, where it gives you sort of this hint, it gives you this whisper. This is benevolent, though. I mean, there's just this mask here, but I mean, all masks aren't bad, really. Some masks are, quite frankly, needed. Have you seen The Phantom of the Opera? No, JK. Um, oh, Christine, Christine, where in the world have you been hiding? Um, yeah, there's some hidden things, and you can only see certain aspects. And dare I say it, sometimes that's a blessing. Um, because if Christine had seen the rest of the Phantom of the Opera's face, I mean, she wouldn't have learned. So look at that. You better use it. Christine believed the Phantom of the Opera was an angel of music. And so she would take lessons from him and learned how to sing and become really amazing. And he honed her talent for her. She's thinking, oh, it's an angel of music. It's straight. We're good. Awesome. He was a masked person. Not even before she even ever saw him. She just basically heard his voice. Never really physically saw him. That's one layer of the mask. Later on, she physically sees him, and he's like, hey girl, I kind of fallen for you. And she's like, I mean, I guess. And that's another mask where she sees his actual mask. She never actually sees him because the Phantom was always hiding. She got what she needed from the Phantom. She got what she needed from that experience. Yes, it ended up in some like burning buildings and deaths, but regardless, she got her gifts. She got honed. She got what she needed. She didn't need to see his entire face because sometimes seeing all of everything, you don't need that. You want to, but sometimes honestly, if we're being real, you don't need to see everything. You don't need to know everything. With the moon here, it feels like that kind of benevolence where it's like, nah, baby, you don't need to know nothing. Just you don't need to know nothing. You don't need to know as much as you may want to know. Even if things may be looking quite bleak, you don't need to know that. Because sometimes if someone was to tell you, hey, in 2 years you're going to be making $2 million, and you look at your current circumstances, in 2 years you're going to be married with 3 kids, and you're like, it takes like how many months to make 3 kids? I don't understand. You may not say that you may throw it off, but you may just you just don't need to know sometimes. We want to know, but we don't need to know. The star here is saying, hey, have hope. Even in this darkness, even in this abyss, in this seeming, unknowing energy of what the future may hold. You may not know, but have hope. Stay optimistic. I don't even want to say stay optimistic, but I'm just going to say have hope. Have faith that things are going to be alright. You are being guided by moonlight, even when it feels like you're in the darkness. There is still the lesser light, the light of the stars and the light of the moon. The greater light may not be around yet, but there is still that lesser light that will guide you. That faint light, that light that moves in silence, the light that doesn't burn you, the light that guides you quietly. So for the rest of April, that is your guidance. Things may not be known, things may be confusing, things may be dark, which they may not be, but things may just be the way they are, and just have hope and move by that. Move by that intuition. Move by that subconscious and unconscious and even part of your conscious. And free yourself from not believing that you have control over certain things. You do have control over certain things, even though the controlling things isn't like you control the stock market, but you control certain corners of your little world. Even when it feels like things have spiraled way out of your control or depth of control, there's still something you can always do, even if it's just calling someone and asking for a hug, calling someone and asking for an encouraging word. If it's encouraging yourself, if it's writing your diary, if it's taking a breath, taking a bath, or stopping and breathing for a second. There's always something you can do, even if it's not the greatest thing that you would like to do. There's still always something you can do, and exercise that control and pump that muscle, because I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be helpful for you moving forward in whatever area this may be resonating for you. Okay, honey, I believe in you and I wish you everything. Keep your light on and good luck.